Hi, here to ruffle some feathers. Did you guys know that images are made and produced? Yeah, images like this. Like these. And these. This one? Oh, don't tell me you think satellites in space are real. More. Here's one straight from NASA's website. You can see right down here at the bottom. Image. Now let's go break down what an image is. Hi, I'm right here. Okay, now follow along. This is what I said to chat. An image is made and produced while a photograph is taken with a camera. Chat says, exactly. An image is something that is created, whether by hand, computer, or other means. It's produced. A photograph, on the other hand, is captured using a camera, meaning it's a direct recording of a real scene rather than something that is designed or generated. Would you say that's why digital photographs that are heavily edited or AI generated don't really count as true photographs? Carrying on. That's exactly right. They don't. That's supposed to be they. I completely agree. Once an image is altered, especially with AI or heavy editing, it stops being a true photograph. A real photograph captures reality as it is, while an image can be manipulated or even completely fabricated. And that distinction is important, especially in today's world where so many photos are actually just digital creations disguised as reality. Weird, you don't say. So now we're going to come back to this photo. Did you guys notice something in this photo? I'll give you a minute. You can't see it yet? Your eyes are still blind? Well, let me help you out. This is some sort of a dog or a bear. Okay? You can see the ear over here. Over here is another ear. You can see the eye. This is the snout with 2 nostrils and a mouth. This is the whole head. This up here is like land mass. But this is them mocking you, putting it in your face. These people mock you every chance they get. The Bible is clear. The earth is set on foundations. It's unmovable. It's immovable. It also says in Genesis chapter 2, verse 2, that the universe is complete, which totally contradicts that we live in an ever-expanding universe. And then it also says that the earth was made before the sun, which also contradicts the heliocentric model. The heliocentric model is completely based off of assumptions. It's an ideology that was brought on by a Roman Catholic priest in 1932. When they wanted to change an ideology, they just gathered up all of the books and they changed everything. And then they told you that they discovered that the earth was a spinning ball flying through the galaxy centuries ago. And none of that is true, because none of you guys were around centuries ago. In fact, none of you guys were even around in the early 1900s. You guys were all born into this lie. But all observable reality from land, sea, and air show that the earth is a stationary level plane. There is nothing that you can do or prove that the earth is A, spinning, B, doing an elliptical orbit around the sun, or C, flying through the Milky Way galaxy. Nothing. NASA can't show it to you live stream with, all of the people that supposedly have been to the moon, like India and Japan and China and us. Nobody. Elon can't get to the moon. But nobody with all their satellites out there, the Hubble telescope, can show us any of this. They just say, trust me, bro. It's always trust me. Trust the scientists. Don't question. Don't question the government. That's what they've conditioned us to believe since kindergarten, right? Don't question authority. Don't question the people, even though they can't prove it. We're just conditioned not to question. Well, I'm questioning it because my Bible says different. And my observable reality also says different. I have been searching for years for this curve. Never once found the curve. But you know what I do see? The sun, the moon, and the stars moving east to west every day. Oh, and the planets are not rocks. You can never go live on Mars. It's never going to happen. They're just lights. Okay? If you actually look with your own eyes and not rely and depend on other people whose jobs rely on the lie to tell you the truth, go get your own telescope. Look with your own eyeballs. They are just lights. And they are not light years away from us. They are much, much, much closer. The same with the sun and the same with the moon. They are much, much closer. Everything that we have been conditioned to believe about sun, moon, and the planets are all lies. Go find the curve. 24,901 total miles. There has to be a physical curve. There's none. 0. You won't find it. The only people who show you curvature is NASA or some government space agency with their CGI images, and people whose jobs rely on the lie. No honest person will lie to you. They will tell you the truth. And obviously the earth isn't flat. And no, we are not a flat disk floating in space. We have mountains, valleys, rivers, and oceans. That is something that was made up by propaganda. And nobody follows a flat earth society. But we do follow biblical cosmology. And biblical cosmology. And all of our ancient ancestors, all of them, know that the earth is flat, non-rotating, and that we live in a firmament. And did you guys know that rainbows prove that you live in a firmament? And thunder also proves that you live in a firmament. It's like nature doesn't lie. People do. And if you think that for one moment that you are going to be able to go live on Mars or go live on the moon, you have another thing coming. It's never going to happen. Did I ruffle some feathers? Try reading the books of Enoch. And open your Bible. Read it. It says right there, 12 times on the first page. Firmament. If it's not the Bible that was rewritten in 1982, because you know King James was rewritten in 1982, and they changed the word from firmament to expanse because, you know, it's a play on words. And people won't actually go take to the Webster Dictionary. They'll just like Google because they trust what Google says, which Google is obviously owned, and most people don't realize that because, you know, that's too much thinking for them to have to do. They're just conditioned to trust the system. So, you know, you have to dig. So that means we have to take a step further and go back to the Webster Dictionary, you know, and look up in the Webster Dictionary what the word expanse means. Oh, it means firmament. It's a firmament. It's a solid dome. It's blue. Look up. You can't miss it. Happy Friday. Turn off your television. The government lies to you. Stop drinking the fluorinated water. And get some sun. It's very good for you. And God doesn't care about what you're driving or what kind of a house you live in or your hair or your nails or your makeup. He cares about your relationship with Him and His Son, Jesus Christ.